What's up, normies? Today I'm going to show you how I built arguably my best muscle group, these freaking Yitties. So today I'm going to share with you the 7 tips that I use to grow my chest on today's push day. But the first tip starts over an hour before we even made it to the gym. So, first and foremost, we need a good pre-workout meal to fuel the lift and make sure that we can give every single session adequate intensity. Everything in this bowl right here has a purpose. So we've got beef for our protein, we've got guacamole for our good healthy fats, we've got zucchini for our micronutrients and our fiber, and probably the most important piece of the pre-workout meal is our sweet potatoes. Those are gonna make sure we get our good healthy carbs in so we can train really hard. I also topped this with hot honey, and that one's just for the flavor, but it does give us some carbs too. And a couple days ago, my mom dropped off some mini tomatoes, so I chose to put those on there today as well. I chose to put that on there. The whole point of a good pre-workout meal is so that we can go to the gym feeling energized and actually give it our all. Can't forget the zucchini tax though.
I'm gonna punch you.
What about that broccoli tax though? Roll over. Oh yeah, buddy.
Oh, she got that skin, my boy. Get her, Mills.
Be normal.
Before we head to the gym, we gotta obviously take some pre-workout. I'm trying to have a really good pump today, so that way I can show off for you guys a little bit. We're going with this double stack right here. We got the pump, we got the pre, and it's one of the best ways that you can support the channel by using code QP on Rise or Young LA. Super appreciative of the support. You guys can save some money and help me, of course. Should we take Ruby?
I don't have any gas.
You don't have gas, dude. It looked like we are taking Ruby then. I kind of wanted to take her anyway. Oh, little did I know, I need gas too.
It was at this moment you knew people.
Let's go lift and get some gas as well. We do have a fantastic surprise for you guys after the lift.
We do?
Yeah, that's what I told you about yesterday. What are we doing later?
Oh,
It's a good one. I'm excited as well. Since I only drive this car once every other week, we get on this on-ramp, we gotta crank it. We got a little pop. So currently 8 weeks out, and so far this cut has been very easy. Up until about 2 weeks ago, I wasn't tired and I felt fine. But once I reduced the calories, that's when I really started to notice it. But that made a big difference in just the way that I felt every day. It's just the duration. I've been doing this for 27, 28 weeks now. And although I'm closing in and I can see the finish line, I'm just tired. It's not even like I'm physically tired or mentally tired. I'm just tired of having to wake up and do something that I've done for 200 days now. I can't wake up and just say, I don't want to do it today. I don't know. Ready to just enjoy some food again. Unfortunately, that's still 2 months away, but we're still here. It's a privilege to be able to starve myself on purpose because most people don't get that opportunity. They don't choose to do that to themselves. I'm very appreciative of the position that I'm in, but at the end of the day, that doesn't change the fact that I still have to wake up and do the same thing every single day. I don't care how I place at this show. I'm bringing the best physique that I can bring. I'm going there to get really nice photos of me in my peak. Whatever I come home with, I can accept. 8 weeks to push. I can do anything on this planet for 8 more weeks. So let's get this lift in. One of the most important pieces of trying to grow any muscle group is your training frequency. That's why I train any muscle group twice a week. That way we can split up the volume, but I still like to hit most of my volume on my push day. Typically about 8 of my 12 to 15 sets per week is gonna be on my push day. That way I get most of the chest volume out of the way, and then the rest of it's hit on my upper day. With that being said, we still don't wanna hit too much trash volume, so I'm only doing 2 or 3 warm-up sets, and then I get directly into the working sets. But as for total volume, I like to hit anywhere from 12 to 15 sets for anything that I'm trying to actively grow. So my triceps are only getting about 8 sets a week, whereas my chest is getting 12 to 15 a week. If you only train the chest once a week, you're getting too much volume most likely in one singular session. But everyone's different, so you kind of got to play around with it and figure out what works best for you. So this is gonna be our first working set.
Come on, up. It's all you, come on. Up, come on.
Come on. You got another. There it is.
up.
I don't know why I didn't lock that out. You think I can get it off of me?
Yeah, come on.
That's what I like about the Smith. If I do fail and I'm on my own, I can at least drop it and just rack it.
There you go. Yeah.
Give me that, like I had it. Almost every push day is gonna be started with an incline motion, whether that's Smith or a dumbbell incline press. And then of course, once we finish this, we're gonna go to a flat press. Good. Come on, you got a couple more. Come on.
I'm actually tan, you're red.
Gotta know in the comments, who's tanner?
You're red.
It's me, dog. I'm
literally
telling you.
red.
No, I am not red. Tip number 3, exercise selection. We need a variety of motions to hit the chest effectively. So we're not gonna go and do an incline and then come and do another incline. We wanna do an incline and then do a flat. And then you'll see towards the end of the workout, I'm gonna break up the chest and put our fly motion at the end. This allows me to kind of give the chest a break so that I can go hit some triceps and some shoulders first. And then we come back to the chest at the end of the workout. So hitting the incline, the flat, and the fly is pretty typical for my chest day. What we don't want to see, obviously, is just redundancy in the workout. So you need to choose a variety of motions so that you hit the chest from all different angles. And that way you get a more efficient stimulus from the exercise itself.
You're holding them things like they're just crackers.
Well, I'm only a $1.60, so
$1.60 is crazy.
you got to see high, man.
I like it.
You ain't that much taller than me.
Come on. Push that up.
I physically couldn't lock it out. I was gonna tweak my back trying to. Come on, give me a grunt. Okay. Okay, buddy. If you can laugh during the set, you can hit about 5 more reps. Come on.
Oh, yeah?
All right, that's a good, efficient set right there. Yeah, I'll take a lift.
What about a kiss?
I'll take a kiss as well.
Come on.
Two, one.
Up.
Alrighty, tip number 4 is intensity. As you can see, almost all of my sets are taken very close to failure or to failure. The body doesn't know much difference between 6 and 12 reps as long as they're both taking the same distance from failure. There's definitely a balance to the two. If you're not letting the body know that you want it to grow, it has no reason to add muscle. Whether you give it all the food in the world, you have to give it some nice intensity in the gym if you really want to add some good lean tissue. No one gets massive by chance. It takes a lot of time and a lot of effort in the gym and in the kitchen. So anywhere in the 6 to 12 rep range is always going to be the best range to manage muscle growth as well as fatigue. Good little pose montage. All right, tip number 5 is safety. If we want consistent growth in any area, not just the chest, we need to be in here choosing a variety of motions that are safe and allow us to train consistently without failure. I've been training for 15 years consistently, and I've never been taken out of the gym for more than a week, and I attribute most of my growth to that consistency in the gym over the years. Training really hard once or twice a week just isn't going to cut it. We need to be in here 3 to 5 times a week for months and months and months if you really want to see super consistent growth. Months and months and months and months. So with that being said, when I'm doing something that isn't super stable, I'm gonna work in the higher rep range of that 6 to 12, whereas something like a machine chest press like we were doing earlier can be trained in that lower rep range. I've got a chair to lock me in, whereas this, I don't have anything. My back is the only thing holding me. If I did 6 reps on this to failure, I would most likely just risk getting injured, and then we're out of the gym for a week, and we lose a lot of the progress that we could have made. What if I passed out right now? What would you do? You gonna resuscitate me, Miss Nurse? All right, tip number 6.
That's 7.
Did I hold up 7? All right, tip number 6 is calories. Muscle growth is always gonna be permitted a little bit easier if you are at a maintenance or in a slight surplus, but you don't need that much calories over maintenance to truly grow. Typically 100 to 200 calories over maintenance is enough. So if your maintenance is around, let's say 2,500 calories, you really only need about 2,650 to grow really efficiently. Most people think that they need 500, 600, 700 calories over maintenance. The goal in any growth phase is to get stronger and grow muscle tissue, but we don't want the excess fat gain that we would see if you were that high in a surplus. I definitely recommend that you weigh yourself daily and take weekly averages to track weight gain or weight loss.
That's really good.
Thanks. Getting real good. So like I said earlier, I saved my fly motion to the end of my push day. That way I give my chest a little bit of a break, because if I came to this right after we did flat press earlier, I wouldn't have nearly as much strength on this as I do now. You guys get the point. All right, finally for tip number 7, recovery. One of the most important pieces of the puzzle is getting a post-workout meal in. Ideally, we want a full spectrum of macronutrients as well, so that means proteins, carbs, and fats. That way we can promote recovery really quickly. You don't need to worry about getting that meal in within an hour of training, but you don't want to wait a few hours either. Now, if you remember, I told you guys that I had a little surprise for you at the end of the workout, and so today, for the first time in a few months, we're going to get a refeed meal. It's sushi. Now, just because I'm getting a refeed doesn't mean I let everything else fall apart throughout the day. Still got my steps in this morning. I'm still gonna hit my protein goal. And of course, we still got our workout in. I don't use refeeds just because I want them, even though I really do want this sushi right now. I use them strategically when I can't recover or I'm losing too much weight during a specific week. So the reason that I'm going to get this refeed is because I'm already down over 2 pounds and I'm only on weigh-in number 4 of 7 for the week. Refeeds are earned, not given. So without further ado, let's go get some snooshi. Now, if you made it up to this point in the video, make sure you comment sushi down below. Also, make sure to give the video a like and subscribe for the bodybuilding journey. We've got just 8 weeks left before we step on stage, and I'm gonna share a different piece of the puzzle as we get there. Now, I went into this meal knowing I was gonna eat whatever I wanted, and everything was shared with Ken, so we started things off with some mango salmon, jalapeno yellowtail, tuna tataki, salmon tartare, and some pork gyoza for our first course. Ken's got some boba tea, but I stuck with my water as always. Second course included some shumai, pepper tuna, and Ken's favorite, crab rangoons.
Double fisted my rangoons.
Crazy.
You're calling me a crab good in these rangoons.
And lastly, we shared these 5 delicious sushi rolls to fill my empty belly. That's gonna be a wrap on today's video, guys. I'm gonna enjoy this sushi, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Hugs and kisses. Peace out.
Absolutely housed it.
Oh my god. That's great. Your fucking forehead is about to. Your fucking.